Well, at least I'm on time for this one. So, week 4. Can you believe it? It has now been 1 month since this show premiered. Exactly 1 month, and it's crazy. It's crazy. It's wonderful. And it's absolutely chaotic. Now, Beyond the Gates, 4th week on the network was actually short because they're on CBS, and CBS has this thing called March Madness. It's also wonderful. It's also chaotic, but it also causes the soaps and the game shows, the daytime stuff, to make way for all that great college basketball. So as a result of March Madness hitting CBS, this week was only 3 days. A short week, but it had its highlights, and they are as follows. So we had the fallout from Danny's invasion of Bill and Haley's home while they were out. She got all drunk and wasted, smashed that photo. It was a crazy moment when that Friday episode on March 14th. So Bill and Haley return home, find out what happened, and of course Haley decides to confront Danny herself, and that leads to Haley telling Danny, that Danny needs to just stop with this stunts she's pulling, because the more she pulls them, the worse she's gonna look. She's basically gonna be the villain in this whole thing. Here's the sad part about this. Now let's get one thing straight. I don't like Haley. I can't stand Bill. But Haley's got a point. Worst part, Danny knows it. The more Danny does this, the worse she's gonna look. Even though Bill and Haley are in the wrong immensely. They're the bad guys in this, but the more Danny does this, they're only gonna see Danny as angry, bitter, scorned, obsessed, and she's gonna look bad. That's the bad thing. Now, don't get me wrong. I love seeing Danny fuck with that couple. I do. But Danny needs to do it in a way where Danny looks good, continue to get the scorn that they absolutely deserve. If I know Danny in the short time the show's been on, she can do it. Speaking of Bill, the Tuesday episode just gave me reason number 6 million why I can't stand him. So Naomi was approached by a group of women, and they had a purpose. They mentioned this guy, Mike Davis, who works with Bill, and according to what they told Naomi, Mike's one of those very toxic, misogynistic white males. There's about 5 million of them, and at least, but yeah, but he's you name it, he's done it to these women: harassment, sexual intimidation, misogynistic, gaslighting, you name it, he's done it. And of course, Bill has done nothing about it. See, and matter of fact, that fool was at the man's house. You can pretty much tell how he is. The many comments he makes about Haley, all Bill does is say, "Watch yourself." That's it. That's all he does. That doesn't surprise me about Bill. Bill looks like one of those. Yes, I'm going to go there. But I won't say certain words because I want this to be uploaded. Bill sounds like one of those brothers who toes the line too much. There's a word we use for people like him. I won't say it here, and there's a meme for it too. And there's a meme for it too. And I'll just say it involves a certain Looney Tunes character and leave it at that. But he does. I mean, because every toxic white male has that group of buddies that joins in with him, defends him, and gets in, and even makes misogynistic crap along with them. And sprinkled in that group is always that one guy of color, and Bill is that guy on that show. Mike is toxic as hell, and Bill just stands there and lets this happen. So the women approach Naomi saying, "We want you to sue your father's firm." And I'm going to say about that, I'm going to use the same words I use when the Packers have the ball and it's 4th and 1. Go for it. The Wednesday show, which ended the short week, to me the centerpiece was Leslie and Eva. Now, I think this is like the first time that they got a good bit of the spotlight since what happened last week with Nicole's celebration, how Leslie was kicked out thanks to Eva. But here's the thing. As far as we knew for this episode, Leslie doesn't know that. Leslie assumed it was all Ted's doing. She doesn't know it was her own daughter. And what we've seen with Leslie making plans, Eva's slowly kind of backing away here. Will this lead to a full babyface turn from Eva? It's too early to say, because she seems me kind of annoyed with Leslie's obsession lately, and it does look like Eva was enjoying spending time with Ted, but only Ted. I mean, Kat's on her. Nicole's just naive as hell, but it should be interesting to see what happens with this. But yeah, it's kind of it's crazy to see what's going on. I mean, is Eva slipping away, or does she have her own game plan? That's the $1 million question. And that was the abbreviated 4th week of Beyond the Gates. Only 3 days, and then it was March Madness making its way, with the first round airing that Thursday and that Friday. This past Thursday, this past Friday had the first round on 4 networks, with CBS being one of them. It was pretty much all day. It was awesome, and even though March Madness will continue on this upcoming Thursday and Friday, it's the Sweet 16 that's being aired. It's not as many games, so Beyond the Gates is week 5, upcoming week 5. That's which will be a full week, 5 days. So that is my recap, and my story on Vocal is up on the link. Is on the link above. Check it out when you can. So if you like this video, click the like button. If you're on YouTube, click subscribe if you want more. If you're on TikTok and Instagram, feel free to hit that follow button. And when it comes to Beyond the Gates recaps, until next week.